Hello, we're live. Thank you for being patient. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties with our fifth player. And so he might pop back in and... oh, he's popped back in. Let's see if this works.
Hey.
Nope. We're
Everything on my end looks to be working, but clearly it's not in terms of streaming. So what do you want to do?
Well, we are live, so
sweet.
Let's.
So now I'm just a disembodied voice.
You're a disembodied voice. Everybody, welcome the disembodied voice of this higher intelligence, Marc.
Yeah, Thrak. You know, it just. I will attempt to come in and out of video a couple of times, since at this point in time it doesn't. The only thing that'll change is maybe they get scared because all of a sudden they see my face. But like, you know. Okay, cool.
Okay. So
that's a bummer, but
yeah, we would have liked to see your face.
What it is, and unfortunately, between Discord and my computer, they are angry.
Well, let's just go ahead. So we are going to kick this off. All right, we good to go?
Yeah, do it up. Few announcements.
Here we go. Welcome to Star Trek Adventures.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh, you can't hear us at all, Marc? Oh, okay. Hang on, everybody. We're going to go back to the break screen while we try and figure this out.
No,
everything's
frozen. Shit.
All right, we're trying again. This time, Mark can hear us. But we still can't... Oh, we can see him! Mark, you're here!
Hey!
You're a little frozen, but we can see that you exist.
That's fine. I mean, I'm partially cybernetic, so of course I'm going to be a little bit stiff in my movements, right?
Love it. Excellent. Welcome. Okay, so let's try that again. Hello and welcome to Star Trek Adventures Shadows and Starlight. We are Massive Damage Adventures, usually a one-shot actual play podcast. Right now, Twitch stream. We are starting a little bit late because of tech issues, so I'm going to run through this real quick. Don't worry about it. I'm Meric Moir. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be the GM as well as Captain Fenn. If he shows up, probably won't. Going through our player introductions, we'll just go around the top. Sierra, if you want to start, yourself and your character, please.
Hello, I am Sierra. My pronouns are she or they. I'm playing Lieutenant Commander Ag'ahla Nobogh. I am the Chief Engineering Officer.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm David Hughes, he, him. I am playing the Chief Security Officer, Davor Ch'Umak, an Andorian who gets no respect from his underlings. That's not really true.
All right. I am Mark, he, him pronouns, and I am playing Thrak, a junior grade lieutenant who is a medical officer, and my whole goal is to bring as many pieces of my party along with me as I can should things go really, really south. Try and keep the party alive and together.
It's a good goal. All right.
It is.
Steve?
Hi!
Oh.
We're going Steve? Okay.
We're going to go clockwise again. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Steve. My pronouns are he, him. In the game, I'm playing Zakk Dunn, a human, and I'm the executive officer. I rank as commander, and I'm third in command, and I'm a human.
Yeah.
I accidentally ranked myself very high. I didn't know what to do here, but now I'm running the ship.
Hi, I'm Jen. She, her pronouns, and I'm playing Joyeh. She is a part-time security officer, part-time bartender / chef at Seven Forward.
Excellent. And so we have our special guest here, Mark. Mark, you run Ice Cream Dice, and you're doing some cool stuff on your website. Do you want to talk quickly about that for a sec?
Not overly, but I will.
Oh, please. We want to buy your things.
I'm terrible at self-promotion, but as I'm sitting here polishing a nice big old handmade D20, which I will be rolling tonight, the numbers that look like ink are actually polished leftovers because I'm not going to sit here and scrub it with a toothbrush while I'm playing. But having fidgets is good. So all of August, I am basically trying to clear as much stock out of my basement as I can. So every day, different sets going up for $5 for a 7-piece, $10 for an 11-piece, sometimes cheaper. B grades go up for $8. I kind of feel like I'm performing at a concert, and you know the way, like when you go see your favorite artist at a concert, you want to hear that one song, and they always leave it till the last part of the encore to play it. Like that's kind of what I'm doing with Mint Crit. I'm like, I'll just leave Mint Crit till the end. Other than that, I'm making dice by hand. Eventually, Meric and Jen will either finally hang out properly in person and make dice, or we will just hang out in person and probably eat, drink, and be merry, and probably play games, because like that's the fun things to do, right? And now that we can actually do it in person, oh my, like I can't wait to sit around a table and roll dice in person. I can't even tell you guys, like, I'm just like, please don't.
It'll be
Anyways. Oh.
Yeah, and so I put your website in the chat.
Thank you. IceCreamDice.com. I mean, it's there now. I should probably go into chat too. That means I'm gonna have to multitask. So we'll see how good I can do this. Probably poorly at best, but I will attempt.
Okay. Other quick announcements. we just put out a podcast episode interviewing Jim Johnson, the lead designer of the Star Trek Adventures role-playing game, where he and I chat about Star Trek and then do a bracket to see which Starfleet character would make the best game master. Super fun. Go check it out. This podcast, this Twitch stream, sponsored by Roll20, as always, and they're amazing. What's new with Roll20? $30 US for a bunch of pre-made D&D modules. That's always good. We are doing 2 giveaways at our break at around 9 o'clock tonight. And our 2 giveaways tonight are a $25 gift card to Monte Cook Games with a $10 gift card to Modiphius Entertainment. And then the second giveaway is a $10 gift card to Modiphius Entertainment. What's cool and awesome about them right now? Modiphius is launching their US web store pretty soon, so shipping is going to be a lot cheaper for us in North America. And so they've just released Fallout RPG, a new Conan book, new Star Trek dice sets, and they're going to be putting out the Tricorder Collector's Edition box set of the original series Star Trek Adventures. It is the world's first wearable RPG.
What?
It's a backpack.
That's so cool.
That all the things come in. And it looks like an original series tricorder backpack.
That's super cool.
Yeah, and then, of course, Monte Cook Games, who also donated a gift card today.
Thank you, Monte Cook.
Yeah, they have their Kickstarter, The Devil Made Us Do It, right now, and it's in the last day or two. So go and back that. If you back that at the Give the Devil His Due level, you get 3 games: Stealing Stories for the Devil, where you are time-traveling, reality-writing thieves on heists. Who the Devil Are You? A setting-agnostic version of the rules, where you can play no-prep RPGs as soon as you sit down at the table by flipping cards and working together collaboratively. And Devil's Dandy Dogs, where you play hellhounds going out and gathering souls for the devil.
I am very excited. I actually backed it today. I was like, heists to me are so much fun because they can just they just move so quickly and play, right? That you don't have a lot of time to prep as a GM, and Shauna and Monty are just, oh my god, they're as good in person as you could ever expect and better, and I didn't even know they were releasing it, and then I got an email. I'm like, yeah, I gotta back this. So yeah, boom, done.
So go and check that out. Now we're gonna run our intro video, and then we'll get to the game. We're back. Hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, before we get started, we are playing The Darkest House tonight, which is designed by Monte Cook Games as well, from the previous Kickstarter discussion. It is a horror game. So, as a reminder for the players, we are using the X card as our safety tool. If any of tonight's content is too disturbing, There's an X card built into Roll20, or you can put up an X or put an X in the chat, whatever you like. We're going to stop, we're going to reframe, we're going to move back from whatever it was that was not good. Because there's some stuff in here that can be pretty intense. All right.
The doll room.
No.
Doll room.
It has been several days since Ch'Umak, Nobogh, Nonat, Bars, and Tana entered holodeck 3. Though eventually the holodeck generated an exit arch and all 5 crew members were ejected from the program, each one has suffered unsettling nightmares since their time in the house. So, where are you now? Are you discussing your experiences over like a drinks in 7 Forward, or maybe you are at the holodeck pulling panels off and trying to figure out what's going on? Anybody? And then we'll introduce the other 2 new characters as it makes sense. What are you doing?
So are the 3 of us together then?
Whatever you'd like.
I'd like to be in the you know when they show in Star Trek they're like beating each other up in like a workout room or like working on their combat skills.
A holodeck that isn't haunted.
Sometimes they just have. Is it always holodecks? We're in the next door
I feel like
non-haunted
everything
holodeck.
is just a holodeck.
It might
They
be.
We're
sleep
the
in holodecks.
non-haunted.
It might
Every
be
room on the
mostly
Enterprise is a
holodecks.
holodeck.
I mean,
That's
that's
the
right.
training gym.
Yeah, training gym.
Okay. Training gym. So Joyeh is in the training gym. Who's there with her?
Oh, I guess I'll probably be training with her, as I'm one of her many bosses. She wears a lot of hats.
I got
And
And
I
then
will-
Sorry, go ahead. I was asking if Ag'ahla's there as well.
oh no, I was about to say I'm absolutely angrily outside of the holodeck trying to pull panels off and figure out what's happening. This is my ship. I'm the chief engineering officer. I will make this holodeck work.
Okay. And what about Commander Zakk Dunn? Would you be training with Joyeh and Davor, or would you be wandering around the holodecks?
I'd be wandering around the holodecks and coming across Ag'ahla.
Okay. And then just to set everybody, where would Lieutenant Junior Grade Thrak be, Mark?
Well, I'm assuming word is kind of like traveled amongst the ship about this particular experience, right? As a medical officer, I want to go check on my shipmates and make sure that they're not having a mental breakdown.
Okay, so let's start in the gym, and Joyeh and Davor are sparring. So if you two could please make me security rolls, and it's your choice on whether you're adding control, daring, or fitness. Actually, you know what? It could be anything. It's depending on how you approach the fight. And Thrak is in the room sort of watching this happen as well.
Joyeh is definitely going to be using security daring. She's going to be trying her best, like, Riker moves with rolls and, like...
The double-handed...
Yeah.
Yeah.
double-handed
The double-handed smacks,
strike.
yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so the both of you are going to roll against a difficulty 1, and the person who generates more momentum is the one who succeeds.
I got a 2 and a 1.
Whoa, yeah, so that's 3 successes.
I got a 13 and a 4.
Okay, so what is your total, David, of security and whatever you were rolling?
I was going to do security and control, because I'm trying to show Joyeh that sometimes control is important. So that would be 15.
Okay, so then Both of those are successes. What is your security rated at?
5.
Nice. So you actually both get 3 successes, and
It's a tie.
you completely tie, like, beautifully.
Love it. We're well trained.
What is Thrak doing as these 2 trained security officers are going head to head?
Being a junior on the ship, and recognizing the seniority and experience that these 2 have, I'm trying to watch and to observe and to learn, and I am just absolutely amazed by the fact that their skills are so parallel to one another that throughout 3 different sparring matches, they come up like balanced, where they just like, it's just watching the restraint that they both show when they could go for some of the more harder hits, shows their respect for one another, and just makes me want to be on this ship even more.
Nice.
Davor's
like
gonna
this
like
Thrak
you.
guy. I like him. Big on respect.
All right.
Joyeh.
Yeah, I respect you, Lieutenant Davor.
Oh,
Sir?
that's my rank. There.
Sir? I heard you like that, being called sir.
Oh, now you're making it weird.
All right, so let's go to Ag'ahla. Lieutenant Commander Nobogh. You've got a panel pulled off in front of holodeck 3. The little sign is still there saying out of order. From what you've been able to determine, the holodeck is drawing power from somewhere else on the grid. You can't shut it off. Like, you've disconnected a couple of things and tried that, still keeps going.
I'm just going to be angrily doing probably the same things over and over again. Turning it off and on again, unplugging it, all of the standard tech support.
All right, and then Commander Dunn walks by. Zakk, what do you do as you see like all of these tools spread out, the holodeck panels disassembled?
I immediately ask her if she's turned it back on and off again.
Oh, spoken like a true IT professional.
No, I ask Ag'ahla. Sorry, is it Ag'ahla?
Ag'ahla. Angry Klingon name.
I'm gonna call you Aggie.
What is it with you guys?
Your executive officer, I will accept it.
Try to get a sense of what's going on.
The holodeck is malfunctioning, and it's dangerous, and
Well,
nothing is working properly.
what do you mean? Should we maybe go get some help here? Do you want me to help you blow into a vent or something? What can we do here?
At this point, I'll take it.
I pictured it.
I've tried everything else.
Blow into my vent. Should I roll for vent?
Is Zakk the type of commander who's like crawling around in the Jeffries tubes, all sweaty and like, in the action sequences?
He doesn't want to be, but sometimes he needs to be.
Okay.
He's a very much doesn't want to get dirty, but he can.
Does his
So
shirt
it's a
get
whole
ripped a
bunch
lot?
of Rikers.
A lot. And he approaches chairs from the behind.
Of course.
I don't like that
Of course.
phrasing.
So at that point, the doors to the holodeck open up, and you can see inside the room, like sort of the hallway with the large carpet on the floor, the big double set of doors, and the hallways heading off to the far side. And the two of you are standing and looking at it. And it sort of beckons you inward, just with a little bit of mystery.
Bye.
Ag'ahla, have you Have you ever
Whoa.
been in this room before?
Bye.
I was kidding.
Whoa.
Am I a wizard?
Don't worry, we'll just hang out for a second. There we go.
Sorry, my Discord is haunted.
Ag'ahla, have you ever been in this room before? Have you seen this before?
Yes, I have. The big double doors are locked. And then there was a weird clock that I don't want to talk about in case it sucks me in.
Have you been in there recently? Have you talked to people about this? Should we schedule you a psych eval?
Chief Medical Officer Bars was with us, as were Joyeh, Lieutenant Davor, and somebody who I've forgotten all of a sudden.
Can I call all these people to the door?
Unfortunately, Tanasul and Misra Bars are on an away mission at this time, but you do know that Misra, who is the chief medical officer, left Lieutenant Junior Grade Thrak covering this particular shift.
Can I call Thrak?
Yeah.
We better call them now before the holodeck starts taking over communicators again.
It does that? Oh my gosh. So I beep beep over to Thrak and say, Thrak, we need you at holodeck 3.
Okay. I'm coming. And I just I scoot out and kind of have one of those cartoon moments where the feet are skidding because I can't exactly remember which direction holodeck 3 is. And then I kind of get my bearings and I'm like, okay, be cool. These are experienced Starfleet members. Be cool. And I'm literally just repeating this mantra as I'm doing that walk run down the hall to get to holodeck 3, and yeah, right, but 15 feet before I get there, I just kind of slow it down and just yeah, of course. Misra left me in charge because I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Perfect.
What's up?
Thrak, I don't know how you operated before, but I expect hustle. I want to see you running up to me every time I need you.
Okay, well, I only do one hustle, and it starts kind of like this. Do 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 do.
Excellent. Okay, and in the interest of time, we'll assume that Joyeh and Davor.
Yeah, I sensed something was up because I heard holodeck 3. So
oh, there we go.
So we just strode confidently. Well, I did. I can't speak for Joyeh.
Lieutenant Davor, I can go, right? Can I go? Oh, you know how much I loved it in there. Can I go?
God, you're so weird. Yeah, you can come along, Joyeh. We're gonna turn you into a security person if it's the last thing I do.
It might be.
Spooky.
Okay. And so... Oh, sorry. Mark, I'm getting a little bit of feedback. If you want to just turn your sensitivity down.
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh. Where am I?
Oh, I know what it is. No, I don't know what it is. It's weird. Okay, I will.
Testing. No, it's... Yeah, no, I hear it a little bit. Okay, we're going to change the music, though.
Is that a bit better?
Testing. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and we're just going to go over here. As the 5 of you heroically stride into holodeck 3.
Did you say heroically?
Yeah, I
This-
said heroically.
This looks a lot like the inside of that friggin' clock.
Don't say the word. Don't say the C word. Don't think it.
You're right.
Uh-oh.
This was inside the clock.
We're already in it, Joy. Maybe if we think not clock, we will get sucked out of the clock.
Thinking clock out.
Wait. You guys have a clock that sucks you in?
Oh, yeah, Thrak, you are going to love it here. How is Thrak feeling? Like, what are his underlying? Excited, scared?
Confused. I've never heard a clock sucking living entities into them. Is this are you guys actually Starfleet members, or did I just get sent to some random station whatever in the world? Because y'all are talking about this holodeck 3 like it's some sort of like constant horror.
Holodeck is broken.
It's only been a horror for about a week.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
2.
Yeah,
Well-
a couple weeks.
Well, it's hard to get parts sometimes. I get okay. So it's all right.
Not loving that this is the first time I'm hearing about a haunted clock in a haunted room in our holodeck.
You got to read your emails, Commander.
You know I
It's
skimmed
definitely
those.
in there.
We all told you.
It was in the Yammer.
It's in the Yammer.
It-
Nobody
it
checks
was- It was
Yammer.
on the staff app. Like
You guys have a
it's
staff
paying all
app?
Communicators.
Okay. That was great vamping. You all did amazing while I tried to get the correct sound going. That was fantastic. What a team.
If there's
Bro.
anything I can do, it's talk incessantly.
Okay. So you step into this area. And oh, sorry, Mark, I'm getting the echo again.
So weird because I don't have a mic and I don't have headphones because hearing aids make it hard. But like I have no sound coming in. The only sound I'm getting is from you guys. So let's. Here, I'm gonna flip to Bluetooth and Bluetooth it into my hearing aids, and we'll see if that helps.
You could
Yeah,
also
or you could do push to talk.
Oh, yeah, I'll forget all the time, but that's fine. That will make things easier.
Cool. Okay. So, you step into this room, this dirty rug in front of you, the double set of doors that you attempted to unlock last time and were unable to do so. You look back and you can see the hallway of the ship. And then the archway closes, leaving just a featureless wall behind you.
Well, here we go again.
Yep, I'm not even going to try to access the panel from in here this time. Pick a hallway, guys.
Commander Zakk, this is where it gets weird.
A little disturbed that you guys all know about this, and none of you are trying the door that just closed. We don't want to try that.
Please do.
Well, I'm going to try the door.
Yeah. And you say the keyword like computer, arch, and
Okay. Computer arch.
nothing happens.
Computer, are you there?
No
Ooh,
response.
Careful, Commander. It might laugh at you and it's real creeps.
Or it pretends to be other people. It's not good.
Well, what do we do then?
Pick a hallway.
Why do you guys keep on coming in here if this stuff happens?
Well, someone needs to fix it.
I need to fix it.
Hammers fix things really, really well.
Where should we go then? How do we get out of here? How did you guys get out of here?
That's a really good question, actually. We didn't start in here last time. We sort of wound up in here. And then I think the house just got tired of us and spit us out.
So if we don't leave here, the house will get bored with us and we can just leave.
I mean, yeah, we could probably just sit here for like, an hour and 20 minutes and then get spit out. Yes, that is
Your
correct,
move,
Commander.
House.
Oh, well, the house acts, the house acts, the house acts.
However, I would like to suggest, Commander, that perhaps we select a door and see what's behind it, assuming we can open it. And of course, since you are a commander and we are all mere lieutenants and junior grade officers, perhaps you should select a door and we will follow you.
Thrax, open a door.
Cool. I'm really
Perfect
skilled at
delegation.
opening doors. So I'm gonna open the 5th door on the left that I find. I don't care if I have to go upstairs. I don't care if I have
There's
to
two
like,
doors.
do a whole loop around the house. I'm going left, and the 5th door that I come across is
Okay.
the door that I'm trying to open.
So you head to the left, and you can see on Roll20, there's a double set of doors directly ahead. There's a hallway to the right and a hallway to the left. So you start heading down to the left. Roll20 doesn't work if you are trying to move it on OBS.
Oh, I was
Pro
trying to
tip.
do it on Twitch.
Okay, so let's see where you're off to. Excellent. You head down the hallway and eventually come to a large rectangular chamber with bookcases along 3 walls. There's a simple wooden desk with a matching chair. The desk has a reading lamp on it, and there are a few pens, a notebook, and there's... You've been in holodeck programs of this before, or maybe you've been on a planet that still has libraries with physical books, but instead of the sort of comforting smell of old books and time, there's just this stifling staleness and loneliness in the air.
This room stinks.
Are there any creepy notes in the notebook?
Let's find out. You can see this beautiful place of what it looks like.
Ooh, I see there's a rug.
There is a rug.
Well, Ag'ahla is looking through the notebook. I'd like to look under the rug again.
Okay. Hang on where are we? Here are all the tokens, and we're just gonna move you over like so.
It's like magic.
Haha.
It's like Roll20.
Roll 20, being awesome.
Yeah,
Oh.
roll 20. Is it magic?
Did I lose somebody? I've got Thrak, Davor, Zakk, Ag'ahla. Oh, there's
I
Zakk.
moved.
You moved yourself. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So Joyeh is going and looking under the rug. Is that what's happening? And Ag'ahla is going for the notebook? All right.
Correct.
So, first, let's have Ag'ahla pull up the notebook. The notebook is blank, but tucked within it is an older page, seemingly from a journal.
It's going to be terrifying.
What?
It'll be a grocery list.
Hold it over the light. Maybe we'll be able to make out the word.
There you go. Would Ag'ahla like to do the honors of reading it out?
I will. So I have discovered a handwritten page, appearing like it's torn from a journal. December 17th. I've begun work building my own mind palace. Rather than make up some fantastic castle or grand manor, however, I've just used this house. I find it easier to sustain this mental location using a place I'm very familiar with. The thing is, I already find that in order to place all the thoughts and memories I want to preserve within it, I have to change things. Rooms are bigger in my mind palace than in the real house, for example. The mental objects I'm placing there don't match the contents of the actual rooms. But that's all right. I don't regret my choice to base my palace on this house. I love this house. Funny old place. It sat vacant for so long before we came along. At least, that's what I understand to be true. The actual origins of the place are a bit murky. As a child, I always hoped for a happy family here. My father made that impossible, though. And by not helping me, my mother helped him. I always sought a way to protect my younger brother. I wondered what would happen to him growing up here with our family. Well, these are the kinds of thoughts I can put in my mind palace, I suppose.
Okay, that seems, sad, but
Oddly less terrifying than the creature living in the barracks. Yeah.
doing healthy mental exercises.
Wait, are we in the Mind Palace?
I'm very worried we're in the Mind Palace, yeah.
I mean, with the device that must not be named, seems likely.
And the armory.
So,
Commander Zed,
Where's-
that's the double doors we can get in. We think the armory's through there?
What's in the armory, and why do we want to go there?
Some sort of creature that either needs to be kept in or we need to be kept out. We're not entirely sure one way or the other yet.
What about that note helps you understand where we are? Are we in an imagination right now? Are we in someone's memories?
I mean, technically, we're in a holodeck, sir.
Thank you.
No problem.
It's Davor, is it?
Yeah. I'm the chief security officer.
Right, good. We'll talk to you later about this.
Trying to keep things secure, sir.
Okay. And so Joyeh is going to look under the rug, correct? So if I could get you to make a roll to perceive. So as a reminder, for anybody watching or who doesn't know anything about the Darkest House and the house system, Jen's going to be rolling 3d6, 2 of which are rolled together and added to her rating. And then the third one is the house die.
And sorry, remind me, oh, God, no. Oh, man. Do I add any stats to that?
You add your rating, which is on your PDF character sheet.
Right.
Your rating will be 2, but you might have some modifications for perception.
Yeah. Well, I rolled double ones and then a 6 on the house die.
Okay, so you are not succeeding at this particular roll. However, you could call on the house. If you do, you add your 6, and you'll have an 8 plus the 2, and that's a 10. But then the house acts.
Oh, no, I'm definitely going to call on the house. That just seems like prudent, smart planning.
Okay, so you're lifting up the like beautiful tasseled rug. It's a little bit, worn and faded, but it looks like there were very nice designs a long time ago in it. And as you sort of are lifting it up, you bonk your head on the chair as you got a little bit too close to it.
Makes sense.
And then you hear something. You hear whispering. There's indistinguishable words, something strange, and then it says, Joyeh. The whispering continues and then stops. Please make me a mental defense roll.
Okay. Mental defense. Just see if I have anything that would help with that. Nope.
You're Beta Zen. How do you not have mental defense?
I can read surface thoughts and roll to read deeper thoughts. I don't think I want to do that right now, though.
Definitely do it.
It seems like it would be the opposite of a defense.
See, I don't like going from a system where rolling low is good to one where it's not, because all I can do is roll low. So I got a 4 total and then a 2 on the house dice. So that's a 6 with my overall rating.
Okay, so you do not succeed, which means you gain some mental damage from the creepiness, as just the whispering and the fact that it called your name gets under your skin. it terrifies you. So you need to... Okay. Were you hit? Yeah. You have to roll your own damage. So roll 1d6. Subtract your rating. So you're rolling 1d6 minus 2.
So I got a 2.
Okay, so
I
0.
got a 4 minus 2.
Oh, okay.
No,
So
I got
2.
a 4 minus 2, so 2.
And then we add the rating of the attack, which is a 2. So that's 4. So you take a rating 4 mental wound.
Okay. And I don't find anything?
Yes, you do, because you called on the house, so you succeed. You also add 1 more doom, because you called on the house.
Doom, 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 doom.
Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, add house die to total, the house acts, character gains a doom. Okay. All that done. You bonk your head, and a little piece of canvas flutters down. It looks like it was attached to the bottom of the chair, or maybe like stuck in between some of the slats of wood, and it falls down, and it looks like it's got like a brilliantly colored green eye on it. It seems like it's a torn off piece of a painting.
Okay, that's cool. I will show the group and say, I mean, if this isn't part of a puzzle, I don't know what is. I'm going to walk over and give it to Lieutenant Davor to take care of. But as I go, I'm going to kind of talk quietly to Lieutenant Davor and say, so, just so you know, I'm starting to hear whispers calling my name, and it's getting a little freaky, so I just want you to know. But I think I'm okay.
You say starting to, do you mean like since we've been in the house, or like back when we were training?
No. In the house, I hit my head, and there was a different language, and they were calling my name.
Okay. Well,
but let's keep it on the DL.
Let me know if it gets worse. Feel free to go maybe sit down if you need to.
Okay.
You know, you're no good to me if you're not feeling very well. So, let's try to keep you spirits up. I'm sure it's nothing. Who among us hasn't heard whispering voices in different languages?
Thanks, sir.
Okay.
So what are Thrak and Zakk doing at the moment?
Love it.
Thrak's like trying his best to be patient while trying to find the 5th door, because that is the door that he's going to open, and he's just like, okay, so they're finding papers, they're finding pictures of eyes, they're bonking heads, lifting up rugs, reading other people's notes. Like, I just want to get to the 5th door.
Okay, so a quick reminder of this room again. You've got 3 bookcases, and then the hallway that you came in. Immediately to your left, there is a door. Directly across from you, behind the desk and the notebook, there's a door. And then to the right, past the second bookshelf, is another door. We got...
To be clear, we came in this door where I'm...
Yes.
Okay.
That ping over there is the entrance. And then we have door here, and then hallway to another door over there.
Well, that's only 4 left doors.
There are 4 doors!
Zakk is just walking up and down the bookshelves, scanning the names of the books, or see if there's anything of interest there.
For sure. Which bookshelf are you looking at?
The one just north of me, so the one on the left side of the room.
Yeah. It's a fairly full bookcase, although not quite as full as the other ones. Like, the other ones are overstuffed. This one is, pretty interesting, and you notice sort of looking at them, there are two books that are particularly interesting that look like they are sort of like set aside. One is flat on its own. The other one is pulled out just a little bit, and its spine is clear, like less dusty. The first one is The Dream Eaters. The second one is called Cornucopia.
I pick up the cornucopia and pull it out of the bookshelf and I crack it open to see just what's the deal with this book.
Okay, so it appears to be a philosophical treatise on joy and despair.
Okay, excellent. I place it back immediately.
Thrak's just going to go around and start trying to open doors, and the first one that opens, he's just going to go through.
All right.
Oh, we've lost Thrak, everybody.
Amazing.
Yes, the door on the top right there is unlocked. So if you're heading left and that's the first one you get to, you can open it up.
I sure.
Okay. So let me just describe.
Absolutely. I'm just going to, boldly go because I've been questioned about my hustle and my go-get-'emness. So I'm feeling a little hoity, shall we say. A little, I can do this. I deserve to be at least like a junior second rank officer kind of thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
In charge of opening doors.
Hey, you know what? Do you get to leave a room if the door doesn't open? No, you don't. Door openers are very important.
So you
Very,
open
very
the door,
true, Thrak.
and this next room is something out of a taxidermist's best dream. Animal heads mounted on all of the walls, smaller stuffed beasts displayed on tables as well as on the floor. There's a pair of hunting rifles hanging over a fireplace, and two bearskin rugs on an otherwise bare stone floor.
Bear on bear.
Bear on bear.
Would I be familiar with most of these animals?
Maybe passingly familiar.
Okay. So, being the medical professional that I am and super curious about physiology, the one that looks like it's the most intact, so I'm gonna guess probably the bear rug at this point in time. That's the one that I'm just gonna actively investigate, I guess, right? I'm super curious. So I want to check out the teeth and the eyes and the ears. I want to see what the ear canals look like.
Okay, so one second. As you enter the room, on the right-hand side of the room, there is a large buck mounted on the wall. Huge set of antlers, tons of points. And as soon as you step foot onto the stone of the room, it emits a ghastly roar, its mouth distending and its neck starting to snap forward in jerky, horrible movements. And that's where we take our break.
Oh, it's so good. That's great. Awesome stuff.
All right. Yeah, so it's 9 o'clock right now. So I'm going to open up the giveaway. Everybody who is in the chat and doing stuff and whatnot, we have two giveaways tonight. So there's a $25 and $10 package, and then a $10 package. Giveaway. The word for this giveaway is exploration. So you just type in exploration in the chat and you will be entered to the giveaway, and we'll do the draw when we get back. We'll come back at 9:10. Let's give a 10-minute break. All right. See
you
you
soon.
soon.
Bye.
Hello, everybody. We're back. We're in the darkest house. We're playing Star Trek Shadows and Starlight, and we're going to do our giveaway now.
Woo-woo!
So,
Yeah.
let's close the giveaway. Close. So we're doing 2 draws. The giveaway is now closed. The first draw will be for $25 to the Monte Cook Games web store and $10 to the Modiphius Entertainment web store. Draw. Quebraxis. Congratulations, Quebraxis. You got the big prize. I'm going to open up Moonlight so that I can actually see this when it does this. There we go. Yay, congratulations. All right. Second draw. This is for the $10 to Modiphius Entertainment. Lalandrius. Congratulations, Lalandrius, on your win. Now, if you didn't win this time, no worries. We have a giveaway every episode. We're playing again next Wednesday and the Wednesday after that in August. And then in September, we have 3 more dates before we're done. On the 6th episode and the 9th episode, we do big giveaways where we're going to do a month to Roll20's Pro membership and a copy of The Darkest House.
You need creepy book.
Terrifying book? Heck yeah.
Okay.
Just wait, you can just slot the Darkest House into any old game you want?
Sure can. So
No way.
yeah.
That's and it's designed for like online play too, isn't it?
You got it. Like you should market this, Mark.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mark's got
What
How come the rest of us didn't get a copy of this ad script?
Yeah, so The Darkest House, designed by Monte Cook Games, is specifically made for online play with easy-to-use stuff to like copy text and download images and audio files and share them to your players. And Jen needs a thing? What is the thing you need?
I need to know what animal Mark is holding.
That's my deer.
Oh. And yeah, The Darkest House is set up so that you can start a new campaign with it, or you can drop it into any existing campaign in any system. It has conversion rules in the book for whatever you're playing. Specifically, they call out examples to convert from the Cypher system and 5th edition D&D, but obviously, we did it with Star Trek. Okay. So, Thrak opened this door and found this room full of trophies. There is another doorway on the opposite side. Animals of all sorts and types sort of spread throughout. And as soon as he stepped into the room, the massive buck's head started moving and shifting and extending and coming towards you.
Ooh.
So let me just double check. So the very first thing that happens is everybody hears this horrible, like, monstrous screech. In the other room, you hear this. However, as Thrak sees this coming out of the wall at him, you must make a mental defense roll. So roll the 3d6 and add your rating.
That's an 11 total.
Ooh, fantastic. It doesn't phase you. Oh, wait. Let's just be clear. You're only adding the 2 dice, not the house die, right?
Then it is 9.
A 9. Let me double check. Just shy. That is a failure.
Well, yeah. Have you seen that thing? That thing starts creeping out, moving towards me. Like, I'm not particularly familiar with these earthly beasts.
Legit.
Are they supposed to do that?
This is probably normal.
Probably, but generally speaking, when something approaches me that has at least 18 to 20 things that can impale me, I back away.
Okay.
So I'm just like literally gonna walk backwards out and try and close it as I'm going out.
Okay, so first you have to roll damage against yourself. So roll a single d6. Sorry, push to talk.
Okay, so that's a 2, so I add my rating, so that's 4.
In this case, you actually subtract your rating because I'm attacking you.
Oh, sweet, then it's 0.
0. And then we add the rating of the attack, which is a 3.
Oh.
And so you take a rating 3 wound. So mark that on your character sheet. It's a mental wound.
Right.
So this is just like, a little bit of terror, stress. And you're going to step out of the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
And try and close the door.
It moves so fast towards you. Like, it's shooting out like this long, hairy, snake-like creature with the deer's head on the end of it and the antlers coming at you. And it's coming right towards you, and you step back and slam the door.
Good choice.
Hey, hustler captain guy. Don't and the rest of you, you don't want to go in there. There's a bunch of earth animals attached to the wall, but then they come out of the wall. Did you hear that noise?
Yes,
Okay.
we heard that.
Yep.
That wasn't me. That was a.
Oh.
I think they call it like a deer on Earth. I don't know. So don't go in there.
You were pretty excited to go into that room, though. I mean, deers are pretty harmless. You should go back in and experience this beauty.
Well, whenever I'm offered such an experience with someone who is so knowledgeable and familiar as yourself, I prefer to go in with an expert. So would you like to come in with me and educate me on the variety of animals there, because I am very interested in learning. But having an expert by my side would be extremely beneficial.
Joyeh's both phasers out and is like, "Oh, I'll be your expert."
Sweet. I need
Joyeh,
a ride or die.
Joyeh, you've been in this house before. You might know how to handle this. Why don't you open the door with Thrax again?
If you command me to, Commander, if you think this is the right way to go, absolutely.
Anyone have any other insight here?
Other doors, and see if we can find the painting that piece is from. Thrak, did you see a painting before there were demon deer?
I saw another door on the other side, a whole bunch of animals, including one that looked really particularly strange. It was a rabbit, I believe they're called, right? The long-eared animals with antlers. I just but I didn't catch sight of a painting. To be fair, that thing started moving out of the wall pretty damn quick, and survival instincts came in. You're welcome to take a peek in and see if you see the missing eye painting. And I'm not going in there with anyone except for Joyeh, because they've got their phasers out, which means they can shoot things.
If I may, Commander, I'd like to suggest that perhaps we try a different door and see if it is a less apparently dangerous room than the one that Thrak just went into.
I like that plan.
I walk over and check the room on the south of this.
Yeah.
As I mutter "cowards" underneath my breath.
Whoa!
You didn't go through the door either.
Man, this place.
I'm going to stand right behind
Brochu and
Commander
Zakk.
Dunn as he opens the door.
Okay, so Commander Dunn opens the door. Tell me, where did Commander Dunn grow up?
Earth.
Earth? Like California, like real Starfleet, or
Yeah,
like San Francisco?
Yeah, San Francisco.
Okay. Did he have a particular, favorite place when he was in, say, Starfleet Academy?
Oh, you know what? There was this beach that we and the cadets would run down to. Is like this really like it was kind of like a gnarly looking beach, but it like had a lot of like dead grass around it. But it was like ours, and there was like this rock that we'd swim out to, and this is where Commander Dunn fell in love, and tragedy struck that same summer. But more on that later.
Backstory I needed.
So you open this door, and you look through it, and inside it's a surf shop on that beach. Oh, split second.
Ag'ahla.
Yeah. No worries. We have a little bit of a... There, we can do... that. Our names are a little bit messed up. But we're back to 4 pictures. Oh, there we go. There we go. You open the door, and it's a surf shop on that beach. It's the sort of place where you went in and there was a cooler with a couple of drinks on ice. The people behind the counter were usually like pretty friendly. There's the occasional person that was kind of sour, but they never lasted long. It's a good place. Some good memories. You can see through the windows sunlit beaches.
Awesome. Home. I wander in a little bit further.
Yeah, it smells, it looks exactly the same. You can see on the far end there's another door that heads outwards towards the parking lot, but this looks like the exact same place.
Incredible. Guys, check this out. This room isn't that bad at all. Come on in. Check this out.
Commander, don't ever say those words.
What are the giant pieces of wood hanging on the wall with shark fins?
They're incredible. You stand on them, you ride waves. It's quite a relaxing experience. You should come in here, touch one. They're awesome. They're not that heavy. We could run out to the beach right now.
Joy will definitely come in and touch one of the surfboards.
Yeah, Thrak's gonna go in and just like kind of marvel at the fact that humans would cut down trees to make these things. Like, it's such a bizarre concept. Like, why would you cut down nature to make something this frivolous?
I have put on a puka shell necklace.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Just out of nowhere.
I'm weeping internally right now.
No. It's not a
want
puka
one,
shell
isn't it?
from the shop. It's his own personal puka. That's
Oh,
always
he
in his pocket.
He just has it in his pocket.
Yes, finally.
Having learned last time not to let Joyeh go anywhere or touch anything by herself, I will also go in.
Oh, I guess I'll go in the room too. What could happen?
What could happen?
I bet we get stuck
this
inside a
picture is not
surfboard this time.
reassuring.
You're in a surf shop. I mean, you came through the door that like heads out to the beach. Is everybody in the room now? Everybody moved in? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you look back through the door and it leads into the library. Sorry, Mark, did you have your hand up? Your camera's kind of choppy right now.
No, not at all. I'm
Okay,
good.
cool. So, like, it's weird because on either side of the door, it's beach. Like, you can look through a window and see like the deck outside leading to the sand and like the overgrown, like not nice looking grass, a little bit dry. You can see the rock out there. But if you stand in front of the door, you see into the library.
Can I walk around the door?
No, that's the only way to get out that way. Like you could try and break a window or open.
Yeah, we tried breaking windows last time. There's another door, though, right? You said that
There
leads
is another
out
door
on the far side. Okay, well, I feel buoyed with confidence by the fact that nothing in this room appears to be trying to kill us. So I will open the next door.
And I want to say to the commander, Commander, this is a very lovely memory.
Yeah. I feel happy and calm for the first time in a long time. This feels nice.
I totally forgot you were Beta Zed. I was like, how do you know it's his memory?
Wait, does that mean the room I was in was memories?
Was it?
That's a very good question.
Do you want to go back?
No. Not unless you're coming with me.
I'll be following Davor, though.
All right. So Davor moves across, Joyeh following behind, and opens the door out to the parking lot. Once again, on either side, you can see windows. Like it's one of those like windows on three sides, and so you're moving past, going past a couple of shelves with various aquatic equipment, and you push the door open. And on the other side is a dark room with a casket of dark wood, atop a bier in the middle of the room. There's a mirror hanging on the wall draped in black cloth, and flowers filling vases all around. There's a table near the door with a few pages of handwritten notes.
Cool, let's read some notes. I just watched some movie where these people were spending time in it was like a found footage. No, maybe it was a found footage sort of movie where these guys were spending time in a haunted house and there was mirrors everywhere and they were told very explicitly not to uncover the mirrors. So of course they did.
Well, of course they did.
The movie needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know. I forgot what I look like. We've been in here so long.
Okay, so let me just grab you. Okay, so Davor and Joyeh. Is everybody moving forward into this room?
I kind of want to stand in the other doorway and make sure that door doesn't close suddenly.
Oh, you're standing in the doorway to the library?
Yeah.
Joy's got the weapons, so Brack's definitely gonna be following her.
Oh, that's a good point. I draw my phaser while I'm standing here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joyah's dual phasering.
I trust that Joyeh has my back, so I'm not pulling any weapons out yet.
I got you.
And Commander Dunn and his puka shell necklace?
I'm behind them, but I'm still in the surf shop. I want to see how this plays out.
All right.
But I'm afraid to leave this memory.
Train of safety.
Yeah. I'm also trying to remember if the proprietors had some marijuana underneath the register.
Oh, Commander.
Absolutely.
Hey.
I guess it's the future. Everyone does it.
It's legal.
It's legal everywhere.
It's like, what year's like 2,500, right?
No.
So.
This is the least of our problems right now.
All they have on the USS Artemis is synthoweed.
Oh, boo.
So you're rooting around back there and you find some real marijuana.
Real hollow marijuana.
Just think about what I do with that later. Let's watch what happens here.
So over here, this is where the notes are. They're on that table. You can see that there's a door on the opposite side. There's flowers right here, and then the casket.
All right, I'm covering Davor's
6.
military terms.
6.
Thanks.
My military terms. That's my. That's what I'm calling my butt from now on. How do my military terms look in these jeans? Okay. I know I said we should go read some notes, but boy, do I ever want to see what's inside this coffin, and boy, do I ever want to uncover that mirror.
Do it.
I'm gonna. Hey, I can give orders. I'm a lieutenant. I'm gonna command Thrak to go and uncover the mirror while I open the coffin.
So,
Joyeh's got both of us covered.
while Thrak respects you a little bit more than the other guy, not enough to be messing around with the house. So I will go and I will stand tentatively, but I will make you look into the mirror before I pull down the thing.
Okay, here's all right. That's fine. Okay, Thrak, we're gonna do this on the count of 3.
Okay.
So just maintain eye contact with me.
Yeah.
So we'll just stare at each other,
Yeah.
and you're right next to the mirror.
Mhm.
And then on 3, you'll yank the thing, and I'll open the coffin. We have the element of surprise on our side.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's
Okay.
do it.
1, 2,
2,
3. And now I'm looking at myself in a mirror next to an open coffin. Bye, everybody.
Just wait, you found the tools to fix the holodeck?
So you do this at the same time? You flip open the coffin and you pull down the shade on the mirror? Okay.
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure do.
All right. The mirror is uncovered, and it's a big, classic, old-looking mirror. It just reflects the room. Davor.
Does it reflect me?
Yes.
Oh.
Davor looks down. This is a hinged 2-part lid on this casket. So you open the smaller portion that, is near the top. Inside there is a corpse. Perfectly, in every detail, identical to Davor Ch'Umak in a dress uniform.
Oh no.
I mean, that's not unexpected.
I kind of should have probably expected something like this. Okay,
If I could have everybody just double check the Roll20 chat in case they've received a message.
Secrets.
Not me.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
If Joyeh looks into the mirror, is the angle only reflecting Davor?
Nope. It reflects everybody in the room.
Did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
Yeah, I heard it.
There's a voice that's whispering, "It wears a human face." So, I'm glad I'm not standing by the coffin. Is all I'm saying.
Commander?
Davor, get away from the coffin.
I mean, Davor's not human.
Yeah.
Commander, is that what you heard as well? It wears a human face?
Yep, it wears a human face, whispering in my head.
It's a mask! Joyeh is gonna leap forward to try to rip off a mask.
Off of me? Or
No, off of the corpse.
Off of your corpse.
As a point of order,
It's fine
just to
now.
say, it is an Andorian corpse in the casket.
So everybody who's human, raise your hand.
Oh.
I
I'm
knew there
human.
was something shady about that dude.
Commander, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I don't know why you guys are looking at me. I'm human.
Can you
Yeah.
can you scratch behind your ear all the way to the front of your face, please, for us?
I mean, sure I can, but I'm going to do it because I want to, not because you told me.
Of course, of course.
I'm definitely not pointing my phaser at you. I'm just lowering it just a little bit.
Did
from where
Ag'ahla come into the room?
Nope, I'm still in the surf shop, but Commander Dunn is in between.
I'm definitely now in the room with the coffin, and I have a phaser out.
Where are you pointing your phaser at? Just out of curiosity.
Just at the ground for right now.
Okay.
It's just in my hand.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my Ushan Tor, just casually, hold it by my side.
That's how we're gonna play this. Listen, everyone. I think we've got a lot going on in this room. Clearly, we have an Andorran in a coffin. We should probably just try and keep our wits about us. Let's just get out of this room. There's nothing good here.
I think somebody needs to read those notes.
Joyeh was going to walk over and read the notes.
As Joyeh turns towards the notes, she notices some movement from behind Thrak. And
Thrak, don't move.
A woman dressed in old clothing with a bonnet, her hands over her face, steps through the door as if she has no form. And she moves forward. Everybody can see this happening. She stands by the coffin and looks as if she's mourning and crying and wailing, but you hear no sound. Behind her, a man comes out, and then a child. Yes.
Ma'am, we are with Starfleet officers. Are you in need of assistance?
I forgot about this.
But can we see her face?
You can now see it on Roll20.
I don't want to.
A continuous...
Davor, do you recognize this woman?
That's actually what I was just going to ask. I'm like, do I know this woman who's mourning over me, ostensibly?
No, you don't recognize any of these people. And the procession continues. They come out of the door as if they are moving through an open doorway, although the door is still closed. They pause by the coffin. Right now there's a child standing beside it who raises a hand and puts it just a little bit on the foot. And as they continue, they leave out of the room, heading towards the surf shop. As they step over the threshold from funeral room to surf shop, they appear to fade away.
We need to leave this room.
But the notes.
Yeah, we got to get the notes.
Grab the notes and then maybe come back into the surf shop, because that other door seems like a bad plan.
Quick question. Are these like wall coverings?
Those are... Apparently there are 2 mirrors in this room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so one of those
I
is
was
pulled
confused.
out.
Okay.
Yeah, there's mirrors on either side that are covered.
Can Joyeh read those papers? I'm just going to read them in this room. Nothing bad's going to happen about that.
Okay. Let me pull that up.
But Davor, you don't recognize any of these people, eh?
No, they seem very unfamiliar to me. But apparently I'm very popular.
Okay, well, Joyeh picks up handwritten notes in the same hand as found in most of the journal entries. Eulogy. I can't begin to blank. My father was blank. When I think of my father, blank. My father was not blank. When I was asked to give this eulogy, blank. My father was a cruel, hard, stern, strong man. A strict disciplinarian. He was beloved by all, beloved by none. My beloved father taught me the value of angry scribbling.
It's very valuable.
Page 2 of handwritten notes in the same hand as most of the journal entries. Everything other than... oh my goodness, this is a long one. Other than I can't do this has a big single X over it. So there's like a big X over the page. The dark brooding of my father haunts me to this day. Becoming a man under his hateful, tortured gaze was difficult, like living in a nation in the grip of an aging tyrant. He shaped what my brother became, and my sister, and obviously me. His presence and his actions explained much of my mother, but not all. It serves little purpose to hate or fear someone who is dead, and yet, scribbles? They're scribbles? When I was young, I found a notebook of his in which he talked about his great plan and his elaborate work. I could not understand what I read at that time, and as a man, I only remember a few words and phrases: hunger, destiny, key of all flesh. But what I remember most clearly is the phrase, "It wears a human face." And there's something about the cellar. When I asked him about it, God, why did I do that? I was young and didn't understand. He bellowed, "Do not interfere with the great work. It is more important than you or I." There was probably more and probably violence, but I don't remember. Just the suggestion of my unimportance and "it wears a human face." He would disappear for days at a time. Those times were welcome, and I stopped asking Mother where he'd gone or for how long before he'd come back. She never really answered anyway. And when he would return, he acted as if he'd never left. I didn't understand as a child, but now, as a man, perhaps I do. A little. It was his house, after all. I will walk these dark, lonely halls with the certainty that his dreadful gaze is always upon me. He always stands just behind and above my shoulder. I can't do this. I walk a lonely road.
I knew it. I was like, that's what she paused for.
So, who wants to take the curtain off the other mirror and look into the both of them at the same time? Because it's not me.
You look up and the ghostly procession has ended. There are no more specters moving throughout the room.
Lieutenant Davor, just checking. You don't have a secret family that you are mean to, right? Or a cult?
I mean, if it's a secret, I obviously couldn't tell you. Also, no, I don't.
Solid logic, Lieutenant, but seriously.
No, I do not. Okay.
I pull the sheet off the mirror.
You rip it down, and there's a mirror.
Phew.
Wow. Do you want to close the
All right.
lid?
I poke my face. Well, not my face, but like the...
Yeah, you poke the body in the coffin. It feels real. It resembles you perfectly.
I check my pockets. Maybe there's a clue in my pockets. I'm not just trying to be weird.
You search around. Would you have been buried with some sort of lucky charm or anything?
Probably just my Ushan Tor.
No.
Dang it! I was trying to
get a second one.
Trying to dupe my Ushan Tor.
No, unfortunately, the pockets are empty.
Okay. I guess I will close the lid on the coffin then, because I don't need to look at myself being dead anymore. Thanks. I've had enough of that.
Should we leave this room?
Has anybody tried touching a reflection yet? Like their own?
Or looking into both reflections at the same time?
Yeah, the infinite rooms. That's really cool. That's fun.
Yeah, infinite coffins.
Let's do it. Let's do it together.
You look into the mirrors and see the infinite rooms beyond. There's a lot of darkness in it. Less light than what you bring, but nothing that you're not expecting.
I'm gonna touch one of the mirrors to see if it's like actually physically there. Like it clearly looks like it's there, but clearly things aren't what they appear in this lovely holodeck turned haunted house.
Yeah, it feels as, just like a regular mirror.
I'm gonna try and smash it.
Okay. So go ahead and make a roll if you have something for like strength or whatnot. You could use your cybernetic arm.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's use the cybernetic fist of fury.
Yeah, you slam into the mirror. Go ahead and roll. So 2d6 plus your rating. I'll give you a boon for this. So that means you're going to roll 3 dice, and you're going to drop the lowest, and then you also roll the house die on top of that.
My roll was 10 with my rating and the boon, and the house was 3.
Okay, so you do succeed. Did the house die roll higher than either of the 2 you kept?
No.
Okay.
Equal, but not higher.
Okay. Then the house does not act. You put your fist through the mirror and it shatters. Breaks down to the ground. Behind it, slats of wood from the hanging of the frame of the mirror.
Cool. That one's not going to kill us.
Joyeh's going to make her way over to the ghost door and say, Commander, do you think we should open it just to check?
Absolutely.
I open the ghost door.
I will join for this terrifying ghost door opening.
Absolutely. Okay, Ag'ahla moves into the room. Everybody opens it, stands nearby and looks through. Davor still standing by the coffin?
I'm a little bit in shock, so yeah.
Inexplicably.
No.
No!
We took the long way.
From the opposite side, you're looking at this from the other side that Thrak saw beforehand. So to you, the fireplace is on the right-hand side. The deer head is on the left-hand side. Animals, a little bit of a stale scent. Currently, the deer head that Thrak described is just mounted on the wall, not moving.
Thrak, this is your room again.
Close it.
Which deer head moved? Thrak?
The big fucker. Close it.
I would like to shoot the big fucker.
I'd like to grab a gun off the wall.
I duck.
I turn around, start firing at Davor.
All right. So, Jen, go ahead and make an attack against the deer head.
You. Wow.
Yeah.
How was your roll?
Are you ready for me, Mer?
I am almost ready for you.
Just for funsies, my roll was all 2s.
Ooh,
Awesome.
okay.
Also, does anyone notice the jackalope in this room?
Yeah.
Thrak did tell us about it.
He did mention the jackalope. Okay, where am I? Where are you, deerhead? Okay, so you fire at the deerhead, and you got
Total of 10.
6. Oh wow!
Total of 10. I have 4 in hand phasers.
So wouldn't that be 8?
4 plus 4 plus 2 for my overall rating.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I don't know where I mathed that. It's the difficulty of math. Yeah, okay, a 10. You fire at it, and you hit it, but there's only like a small little dark patch. Nothing like you don't seem to have done a severe amount of damage. And then the head sort of turns and snaps and looks towards you, and it begins to growl and shriek and snarl and howl in 1,000 different voices of animals, and threaded through them the occasional speaking voice that says, "Murder! You have murdered us, not as prey, but for reckless sport. You have reduced our existence to trophies to decorate this grisly home. Now you pay!" And it snaps forward towards you.
I mean, I can't argue with it there.
You did shoot a mounted deer.
I told you to close it.
Okay, so first we're going to have the attack against Joyeh. So if you could please roll me a dodgy out of the way, a block, a hide behind something.
Would my tactics or my hand-to-hand combat help in this?
Hand-to-hand combat, sure.
Yeah, for like a dodge?
Yeah. And it is attacking you with a rating 5.
I finally rolled something. Yikes. 15.
A 15. So yeah, that beats it. So a rating 5 means that you need to get a 12 or higher.
Okay.
And so it's the rating plus 7. That's how we figure out difficulties in the Darkest House. And it moves towards you, and it's going to like bite at you and impale you with these horns. What do you do?
I am going to do like a sweet martial arts dodge where I just move like to the side with this momentum and let it pass.
Okay. And then I heard that Commander Zakk Dunn was going for the guns over the fireplace.
Zakk attack.
Zakk attack. Yes, I'd like to get the guns over top of the fireplace.
All right. So you run in and you grab one, and it's like an old-style rifle. Old-style hunting rifle. And are you familiar with old-style human hunting rifles?
Yes.
If anyone would be, it would be you. You're human.
Yeah.
And
yes, no.
You bring it up to your
yes,
shoulder.
I am.
You crack it open. It's not loaded.
Fudge.
All right. Does anybody else have an action that they want to do?
I had backed up when they opened the door.
So you're back in the coffin room. Okay.
You had your phaser though out?
Yep, sure do. But it's shrieking about how it's been murdered, and I don't think shooting it will help more.
Okay. I'm feeling a little put out by seeing my corpse, so I'm in a bit of a mood, and so I see this thing sort of attack Joyeh, and I'm not having it. I'm going up there, and I'm gonna just like smack it on the snout with my Ushan Tor.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack.
Will do.
You need to get a 12 or higher, as it is a rating 5 creature.
Okay. 5. Oh no. 11.
Okay. So you do not hit it, or you do not do damage. You could call on the house and
Oh
hit
yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yes!
So add a doom to your character sheet.
Sure.
And you call on the house. Oh.
Doom.
There's suddenly a cold pit in everyone's stomach as you can feel something is getting closer. Something is moving towards you. And the deer suddenly looks around and it shrieks, and it's been extended out from the wall once again in that sort of snake-like fashion, and it's weaving back and forth, and it shoots back and slams into the wall, and it closes its eyes, and it looks as if it's shuddering.
You're welcome, everybody.
Absolutely not.
And
Wow. Even demons are afraid of you. Oh.
And as everybody's breathing heavily and trying to figure out what happened, you notice the arch on the wall in the previous room. Or at least Ag'ahla notices it because she can see it. She's in that room.
The house is done with us. For now, I guess. It's kicking us out again.
Everybody get out of here.
I don't like this feeling. Let's go.
You
Tactical
hear
retreat.
Whatever is scaring that deer.
you hear a heavy footstep. The doors around you rattle.
Oh, we're out. No.
Yeah, bounce. No.
And everybody runs back through the door, out of the trophy room, into the coffin room, out into the hallway, onto the USS Artemis.
Does Thrak run?
Thrak?
So is this like how all your holodecks work or break?
Just this one.
To be fair, this is a weird one.
And you willingly go on this one.
Welcome to Starfleet, kid.
It's part of being an explorer. Also, I'm head of security. I kind of don't have a choice.
I'm chief engineer. I also don't really have a choice.
I think I'm going to have some personal one-on-one evaluation conversations with all of you before we attempt to repair this holodeck.
Sounds fair, Doc.
Everybody gains 1 doom. Does anybody have 3 or more?
Hey, your girl Joyeh does.
Okay.
Oh, I probably have one from last time, too. Do I count that one?
Yeah, you would have
Yeah.
one from last
then
time.
I have 3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, everyone with doom over the next couple of days suffers lingering, terrible nightmares. Those with 3 or more doom find that there's something in your room every night. It moves things. It watches you. There's movement out of the corner of your eye. And your nightmares are more like night terrors.
I really hate that.
You asked the house for help.
I start sleeping with my Ushan Tor.
Yeah, absolutely.
You weren't already?
No.
Well, it is the end of the night. That is our session. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Except the ones in Joyeh and Davor's rooms. Those
Yeah,
watchers
that's-
can go somewhere else.
Yeah, they can watch
Those
elsewhere.
watchers can leave.
I definitely picture, like, there's that moment where you're sleeping and you're in your room and you go, you hear something and you go, computer, who's in my room? And computer goes, Lieutenant Joyeh Nonat. You're like, who else? There is no one else in your room.
But does it do the terrifying giggle?
It does not. Okay. What do we have to say at the end? I mean, go to icecreamdice.com and pick up some discounted dice all through August.
Pay attention every day. I missed the day with the candy cane dice, and those dice are like...
Thankfully, we live close enough that we can probably make that happen.
Yeah. Definitely go and back The Devil Made Us Do It on Kickstarter, Monte Cook Games' latest Kickstarter that's up for, I think, like another day and a half. So
yeah, it's when I backed it was at like the 48 hours left mark. So
there you go.
Definitely winding down. They've hit a ton of goals. I didn't even bother flipping through the stretch goals because, like, honestly, pretty much anything those two do, I'm just gonna throw my money at to support. Like,
they do some amazing stuff. And check out Modiphius.net for the new stuff that they've announced, particularly for Star Trek Adventures. I mentioned the tricorder set. They also did reprints. They've done more Star Trek dice. They also have the Shackleton Expanse campaign guide coming, which is a series of pre-made adventures and information about the Shackleton Expanse, location in the galaxy that you can play in. And they also have Game Master and player guides coming. Just like little journal-sized books with a whole bunch of stuff, including a ton of new player options in the player book. Next episode for Star Trek Shadows and Starlight is next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Mountain, August 18th. Come on back. We're gonna, David, you're in that next one?
Back.
There you go.
I'm in that game, yeah.
Jen's not. I think you're the only person who's coming back next week.
Oh, no, that means if people don't come, it's because they don't like me.
or maybe whoever's moving the things in your room just moved all the players away from you.
I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
So our characters for next session will be Ensign Barnaby Throughput, Commander Keytar, Lieutenant Commander Andrew. Are you Lieutenant Commander or Lieutenant? Davor. What's your rank?
I think I'm a Lieutenant Commander.
I think so. Lieutenant Commander Davor. And Lieutenant Miser Bars.
Hey!
There you go. Okay, well, that's it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching, and thank you, players, for playing.
Thank you.
Mark, thanks for coming and joining us.
Thanks for having me. There was just enough Star Trek that I didn't look like an idiot for not knowing much about Star Trek.
Hey, you said phaser. I was like, oh, hey, he's got that term.
Well, and I know how Riker sits. You know.
There you go.
The important things. JLP, best captain ever. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, people argue with me, but they're wrong.
And I'm going to sign off with saying Janeway. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.